Danny flexing for Seconds Out here with Conor Benn at your trainer Tony Sims's gym. How are you feeling today, first of all?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I'm really just done sprints this morning at 7 AM, so now I'm back in for my second session.
Tell us a bit about that. What sort of sprints do you do? How many? And whereabouts?
We do hill sprints just up the road here, or track work in Basildon. We do grass hills. We do sledge, and sledge is it takes my soul. Like, it is so
pulling
hard.
Uphill? Or?
Pulling a sledge uphill, and we've got to do them all within certain times. And so then I go back home, go back to bed. Like, I've just woke up, and now I've got a pad work session. I go back home, go back to bed, and then I've got my strength and conditioning here tonight.
So you do a lot of sleeping in between as well?
Yeah, yeah. And then I sleep right through at night. So, you know, rest is really key.
You've got the big rematch coming up with Cedrick Peynaud, which a lot of people have been calling for a while. What made you take this fight? Because you could easily sidestep the rematch.
Because it's like a hindrance to my career, and I know I beat him on my worst day. Nothing was right for me that night, and in the lead up as well. So I'm not worried in the slightest. Everyone forgets about the 4 knockouts I had before that, which were blinding. They all had better records than him, and some of them were better boxers than him. You know, and they didn't give me no problems. So, you know, when I'm the explosive Conor Benn on the night, you know, people will know.
Why was it your worst night in the first Peynaud fight, and what will change for the rematch?
What was worth the lead up to it was I was jet lagged for coming back from New York, #1. Obviously, I was having a few Dunkin' Donuts out there. I didn't think I was going to fight. No, a lot. I didn't think I was going to fight out there. I didn't think I was going to fight coming back. I thought, you know, that's it, a year done. So my weight weren't looking too great. Also, I had an allergic reaction out there before I went out there, which was my face was out here. I had to go to emergency out there. It was dripping pus for like 4 days. I'd wake up, my pillow was full of pus. Yeah, no, it was disgusting. I can send you the image later. You'd be like, how did he fight in New York? And I come back and I just went right. I had a Reebok shoot for 3 days. So, you know, it weren't right. I booked Miami up. I thought, yeah, this guy's got a dodgy record. All the other people I've knocked out have better records than him. So everything was wrong, and you know, he caught me with, don't know if it was a lucky shot, but you know, fair play to him. He caught me, he hurt me, and I was hurt throughout the whole fight. You know, so it's all learning.
Some people say, well, with all that stuff going on in the background, why didn't you reject the fight when it was offered? But then on the flip side, do you think it was a blessing in disguise because you've learned so much?
Oh, bundles. The best thing that's ever happened to me, ever. No one knew I had that bottle with me. Nobody. I didn't even know myself. You know, I lived in Spain for 12 years, Australia for 5 years. I didn't need to know about hardship that people go on about, that you need to be able to dig in deep. I come from the hood, or I come from the ends. That ain't the case. I showed more bottle in there than most people. Do you know what I mean? So, and it was just a new experience. But you know, I showed that I'll have it.
Were you convinced that bottle, that grit, was inside you beforehand? Because I know you've convinced the doubters, but were you convinced?
Before? No way.
So you proved something to yourself?
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, I thought, you don't know. I mean, people say, oh yeah, I can have a fight and all that. Everyone says that, but can you actually? When you are hurt, do you actually mind getting into a scrap? Because sometimes you're going to need to get into a scrap. I could have changed the whole game if I just listened to my trainer, but I didn't know that feeling. All I was thinking about was I was scared, I'm hurt, so I can't move in and out as quick as I want to. I can't throw a nice sharp jab because my limbs are heavy. Oh, come on in. Let's just fight. And that was how I felt in the fight. I was scared as well. I was very scared, you know, especially in your call when it's on you and everyone's watching you. I can hear absolutely everything, you know, and so it was a massive shock.
And that was a big answer to a lot of your critics. But does the criticism ever bother you? A lot of it seems to be based on either your surname, your lack of amateur background, which you've been very honest about, or the fact that you're getting promoted quite heavily by Matchroom, who are obviously a major promoter. Do you think the criticism's fair?
I think that, no, there's always going to be criticism. You know, everyone's always going to say something. There's always going to be something to moan about. People can say, I've never seen a boring Conor Benn fight. That's fact. You know, but then I've gone and had a scrap with somebody. Oh, you're whatever they want to say. What can you say? You lot were entertained. I got standing ovation for that fight. At 21, I didn't think I'd get that. You know, and you know, I proved people wrong there. But then people want to say, oh, now when you... There'll always be something. It does not bother me at all. It used to really get under my skin. Like, what? I'm not doing anything right. I couldn't care less about them because they don't care about my career. I've had so many people now come up to me who armchair fighters go, oh yeah, you know, I've had 3 amateur fights and I lost one of them, but I was the district county champion. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? And they're trying to give me advice.
At least you haven't got the semi-pros just yet.
No, not yet. They're coming. They're coming. You know, but it's all good, man.